Hi, I'm going to show you how to use our online designer and give you a quick tutorial on that. So this is a gray double companion upright monument, and usually I like to start by adding text. So I'm going to click on this text link, click on the text box, and add a last name. And usually on a companion monument, the last name will be all in capitals. So I'm just going to resize that here, make it a little bit bigger, and make it bold, and I think that looks nice up there at the top. Then I'm going to click on add more text, add a first name. Oh, I don't want that, I want the first letter to be capitalized. You can use all capitals on the first name and middle name as well if you'd like. For this I'll just use an initial for his middle name, but you can use the full middle name. And then I'll add more text to add a birthday. Just going to use January 01, 2000. Hit enter and add the death date of January 01, 2000. And usually with the longer dates, we end up abbreviating them just because they don't fit as well. But if you have a design and it looks nice by spelling out the whole date, then go ahead and do that. So I'm going to bold the dates, I'll bold his name. Now I'm going to click on add more text. Ruth Jennifer. So her name will be a little bit longer, and I'll use a full middle name and bold that. And then for the dates, I'm just going to use the same dates. I could click add more text and type in new dates, but for this I'll use the same dates. I just click on duplicate down there, and there I've got the dates. So there's a very basic headstone, but I want to add some artwork to this, so I'm going to come up here and click on clip art, and we'll add some flowers. Click on floral. Let's add some roses. I like this double rose here. It's a little large, so let's make it smaller and put it over here in the corner. And instead of adding the rose again for a second one, because I've already got this size the way that I want it, I'm going to click on duplicate, drag it over here, but I definitely want it to mirror that, so I can come down here and click on this, flip horizontal, and then it will mirror that. And don't worry too much about things being lined up and centered just right, because our designer will actually put this in another program and get everything centered and aligned, and then email you a proof that you'll have a chance to sign off on. Okay, so there's the roses. And so now if I wanted to, I could add more text and add a quote along the bottom. What I'm going to do is add some paneling behind the names. So I'm going to click on panel, add this panel and this panel. I'm going to put this behind the last name, and you can see that it's in front of the last name, and we don't want that. But we can move the layer backwards by clicking down here and sending backwards. Then the last name fits nicely in there. Now this box, I'm going to resize it to make that a lot smaller. Same problem, it's in front of the name, so I can also send that backwards. And if I had the opposite, if I was clicking on the name, I could click bring forward. Okay, so this, now I will click duplicate, and it will give me another panel that I can put behind her name. And there you go, so now it's starting to look a little more fancy. And again, you can see like this rose stem here is not touching the corner. This one is, so our designer is definitely going to go ahead and get that looking properly for you. Now also, if you want to add anything to the back, a lot of people like to add their children's names or a quote on the back. So we have that option here. Just click on this link and then you can edit the back side. If you click on the names, and if you don't want it to say our children, you can just either change that text or delete it. And same thing with the names. You can edit each name. You can also change the font. So if you want the font to be a little more script or just different altogether, you can come down here and click on a different font. I want to show you what happens if I change this to a darker colored granite. So I can click on product variation, and if I click on, let's do jet black. So if I click on jet black, the black dye still looks nice because it's inside these panel, so that will work. But if I didn't have a panel, the black dye would blend right in. So I need to click on that name if I can find it, and then change it to white, and then it will show up just great. And same thing, if I decide to delete these panels, then the names disappear. So I want to change those to white. Not red, although you could do red if you wanted to. But in this case I don't want to. So there you go. So that's how it would look on a black stone. Also, you have the option to use a template, and you just click on this button here that says pre-made designs, and then you can click on a template to see what it will look like. And then you are welcome to change any information on this template. I can click on the name, come up here, and change the name. That changed the size. It doesn't usually do that, but it did for some reason. And if I don't like anything, like if I don't want this paneling around the names, then I can click on the little garbage icon and get rid of those. So you're also welcome to use a template. Just wanted to show you some more options that we have, and thank you for watching, and thank you for visiting Online Headstones.